Dave Dobbyn has a name and a voice which would be known in most Kiwi households and a recording career spanning 30 years. And today joining me on the show to talk about those 30 years and his career retrospective Beside You, which was released this week, is Dave Dobbyn. Kia ora.
Hi Araha, how are you? Kia ora.
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look at your CD there.
Here we go. This is, what have they called it? Oh yes, Beside You, 30 years of hits. And we put together two very full CDs, so 39 songs, and a DVD in there as well with a little doco by my friend Paul Casserly. And you know, I just wanted to update the catalogue and, you know, make it sonically, you know, cohesive and give it a good go. So I picked out some of my favourites and everyone else's favourites and jammed them together in something of a program. You know, set 1 and set 2, and really excited about it.
You, look what you've done to me. You lit me, you bit me, I'm rare.
So is that whole thing remastered songs?
Yeah, they're all remastered, yeah. Spent a bit of time putting it together. I also put a songbook out with the same cover on it, which covered the same 39 songs, and they come with guitar chords and sheet music as well, yeah.
That's amazing.
The whole thing.
Now you've got 39 songs here, and this isn't just Dave Dobbyn solo career songs. We've got the Dudes and we've got DD Smash in the mix as well.
There's a couple of tunes from, yeah, one Dudes tune, a couple of DD Smash tunes, the rest is all solo, yeah.
I'd like you to go back to when you first started making music and when you first started out with the Dudes. That was, what, 1979?
Yeah, I think we got together around 77, 78, but 79 was when we were putting out songs on the radio, and yeah, it was amazing. I still remember the day I walked into Stepping Studios and we were recording Be Mine Tonight, you know, had the guitars cranked up and we were rocking. I knew I'd kind of found a new home, and I never would have thought then that I'd be still doing it, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I'm more excited about it now than I was then, and I was pretty excited back then, you know.
Because you guys were straight out of school, weren't you?
Yeah, pretty much. We'd had a couple of years sort of out in the world, you know, doing odd jobs and whatnot, and before that I was I did everything from pumping gas to selling paintings door to door, to working in a factory, to working in a bank. I went to teachers college for a little while. None of it worked out. I knew I wanted to be on stage and, you know, writing songs mainly, yeah.
Would have been able to quit your day job relatively early in your career though, right?
Well, I'll put it this way, I left teachers college before they threw me out, and yeah, just ended up playing a lot of gigs with the Dudes anyway, and we pretty quickly went from kind of rugby clubs and weddings up to pubs and touring and stuff pretty quickly, and we were lucky that way, you know, because we were able to put stuff on the radio, which is a really difficult thing to do in the 70s, you know. There was always that stigma that because it was from here, then it might just be crap. But thankfully those days they don't occur now.
Was there a singular sort of defining moment where you had to step back and look at yourself and go, wow, I think I might be quite talented actually?
No, I don't think so. I think it's the moments that you realise that the people take songs to their heart and they kind of live in them for a while. As soon as you understand the dynamic of that and learn to respect your audience, then it takes on a whole other you know, feel. That's when you run into the professionalism of it, and of course the I don't know, the honour of doing it and the quiet dignity of coming off stage feeling darn good that you've satisfied some people and maybe made them laugh a little,
yeah,
you know, or sung their blues for them, you know, that kind of thing, you know, shake it all out. It's rock and roll after all.
Exactly. Now you have won many awards and you're often referred to as like a Kiwi legend. I mean, when people say that to you, how does it make you feel?
Well, I think of a tombstone or something, you know. That's the trouble with legends. No, I always remind myself that it's only in my own lunchtime, and I don't get too carried away with that one. It's lovely to have a compliment, but the reality is you know, has no glamour attached to it really, and I like to keep it that way. You know, I've got a great marriage. I've got 2 wonderful children. I've got my feet on the ground, but I'm allowed to soar as well. You know, so I get to play music and live live quite a provincial life, travelling around New Zealand, giving people a good time and coming up with new songs. There's no end to the drive to do that, and as long as I'm hungry for that, that's what I'll be doing. I kind of owe it to my audience, but I owe it to myself more than anything. Yeah, a big fella upstairs as well, and my family, So plenty of excuses to get up out of bed and come up with your best 3 minutes.
Where the rivers collide,
30 years of writing, or more than 30 years I guess, 30 years of writing, recording and touring, and you're not showing any signs of letting up, are you?
No, not really. I think I'd sort of figured out a way to do it on a kind of deeper level, but also, it's good to be kind of conscious throughout the entire the entire experience of touring and meeting people and playing to them, and also trying to come up with your best, and a lot of that it's informed by your own community and your own land and everything, and I've sort of always got my radar open for those things. You can kind of listen to how people are feeling and what's going on around the place, stay current, keep an eye on the news, find out the truth from the crap, and sing about it.
Would you say then, with regards to your comment about, paying attention to what's happening with the land and the people around you, would you say your music is still quite universal, or is it rather local?
Oh, I think it doesn't matter where you come from. You can always come up with something that's universal. Singing love songs is always a universal thing. Singing about, shaking it about, getting into a bit of rock and roll, and you just can't write enough songs about that kind of stuff, and you do touch on universal themes. Your take on it is always slightly different from the last guy's, and I think as long as you're passionate about it, you just stay in the running all the time, and the wheel of taste and fashion just keeps on turning, and you can actually exist outside of all that and come up with really good stuff. Sooner or later somebody will like a song and take it to heart, and somebody else might like it and turn it into a bit of cash, which is always good. Keep the wheels turning,
Well, New Zealanders obviously really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I appreciate them. It goes both ways,
Now, in the more immediate future, you have a bit of a tour, and I know that most of these dates have sold out, but you've still got tickets for the Hamilton show on the 24th?
Hamilton show on the 24th, there's still some tickets left. I think the last power station might be gone, but I'm not too sure about that.
I think there might be still some tickets for Auckland on the 27th.
There'll only be a few. But yeah, basically full houses everywhere, and a great way to say here's a new record,
Celebrate.
Double CD, celebrate with a DVD, and then go out and buy the songbook while you're at it, and you'll be covered for Christmas.
Let's have another look at it. We go beside you.
Yeah, and there's two CDs that come on top. They stack them one on top of the other, and then the other tray's got the DVD in it, which is very entertaining and not serious at all.
Really? I was like wanting something really highbrow.
No, highbrow. I'll try that next time.
Okay.
When the highbrow's in.
Dave Dobbyn, it's always a pleasure to have you on NZOWN. Thank you for joining me today.
Great. Thanks, Araha.
And congratulations on the last 30 years.
No, thank you very much. I'll see you in 30 years' time.
I'm going to check out a video now by Dave Dobbyn. Here he is with Language.